meeting, please. Can we get back to the meeting?
He's talking out of meetings, not have to talk.
Could you just put...
Well, he seems to do it all the time.
Yeah, he does, he attacks me.
So we've got three any other nominations for...
So I don't volunteer for, I don't have, I need to finish that, I'm sorry, because having the public say that, I don't volunteer for what I don't I have time for. So I volunteer for this because I have time for it. There are other things that I do too, as you well know.
So we'll put those
Just
names.
to clarify for the member of the public who shouted out, I do not, and you would not wish me to volunteer for things that I do not have time for, or may be committed to caring for my 96-year-old mother on the day.
And I'm conscious of time, and I didn't see whether Councillor Cook, did you say that you wanted to
only
part of the week?
necessary. If you're short of numbers, then I will do.
So we've got Andy and Susie Sherritt, Stephen.
So that's four.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So to receive burial rights, none to receive.
Not to receive, no.
Finance matters. So
Yeah.
9.1 to receive and approve the accounts to the end of June 23, which is 9.1. These are in your packs, so you've had time to look at them.
Questions on this here? One on page, I can't see the page number, I'm afraid. I think it's the last page of it. Can you paint it on it? I'm not sure how you say that. For gala food.
Is that which page here? Sorry.
I've looked at it's the about page 5 or 6. Sorry, the page number is right on where the stapler lights are.
It's probably page
4. It's page 4. Okay. Yeah, there was just a couple of. I was only questioning gala food purely because I didn't know there was any gala food.
I can answer that now, Joe.
Okay.
It shouldn't say gala, it is the drop-in centres, it's the allowance that we keep for them and then pay on their behalf.
Okay.
So I'll have that edited in the
Yeah,
system.
okay.
I think because it was landed in gala month, someone's got
No,
it.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Good spot, thank you.
And then there's one other, just to clarification, Amazon, a bit higher up the page, Amazon Marketplace said gala equipment, but there's no VAT showing on it.
Which is same page you said.
Same page, a bit higher up, about quarter of the way down the list.
They were, from memory, I can double check, but there were some walkie-talkies that were ordered as part of...
I'm just surprised it was anything that didn't have VAT, that was all on that one.
Oh, it was the VAT query.
If it's VAT query, it's
Right.
generally, other than food and books, it's
Yeah.
VAT, that was all.
Yeah, I can go away and check that. Thank you.
Councillor Clark.
Yeah, I'll just go back to page page number 3. That says work less.
Yeah.
The amount that it shows workness, the VAT is the sum of it zero rated because the VAT doesn't seem to equate with the value.
The workers.
Which one's that? So
That is
there's
sort
two
of
entries.
the total workness.
No,
The second one is health and safety, but the first one is just workness.
And it's a VAT inquiry on that one.
And it was £86.50 for the value
Yeah.
and the £11 for the VAT, which seems to be it's 20%.
I can take that away, yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another one, which comes, where are we? Down to Dorbley companies. Where are we? Yeah, that's on 15th of the 6th. And it was
Which one is
for,
this? Sorry.
Events.
Near the bottom door, please.
Yeah, and again, the VAT doesn't seem to be quite in line with the 20%. We've got the value down as 4,071.88, and the VAT down as 469.
Okay, let me take those away and see what's happening there. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Mhm. Any other issues raised in the 9-1?
I would just like to say that for the benefit of members of the public, I will be abstaining from voting for these accounts. I have been asking for some financial combination over time. I'm still waiting for some from way back in January. So I'm just saying that for the benefit of the members of the public, because some of them have queried why some of us have not voted.
Okay. So can I take proposal to approve the accounts 9-1?
Propose it.
Seconder? Councillor Cook? All those in favour? Against? Abstain? One abstention. Thank you. 9-2, to receive and approve the accounts in July 23, on to 9-2.
Yeah, I can just table them all together so that you didn't go everywhere.
It's the back of 9-1. Councillor?
I go to page 340,
Page
number 4.
340. Walk on down. Southern Electric.
Yeah. We'll go down a little bit lower to Trade UK.
Yeah.
Accounts. You have a VAT amount, or a value, sorry, of £4.38.
Sorry. Oh, that one. Is that Trade UK?
Trade UK, yeah, sorry.
So that's the
Yeah,
second paragraph down.
yeah, and we've got a value of £4.38,
Yeah.
and the VAT is £4.67, which is a bit.
Yeah, question mark. You can take that one as well, as well, yeah.
That's a query. Any other queries on these? Okay. Now, so I'll take a proposal to accept these with the query. Once the queries have been looked into, we accept that these are true record of the accounts and take a proposal for that. Second,
Sorry, can I just say?
oh, sorry.
It was just that the big one, on it's sort of final report page. Housing marketplace at the top there, 121, has no analysis. It's just described as the market. I'm surprised that you would have a column in the accounts, as it were, for.
So the transaction detail is what we type in to give it some description, but I do have that list here because it's one that I queried and put some notes down to improve going forward. It was for office equipment, so we needed a replacement keyboard and mouse because one broken, a plug for a phone charger and a laptop bag. So it was office equipment that was ordered on that one, and an improvement on that transaction description.
Okay. Can I go straight to the vote on that then? All those in favour of accepting these with the... That's all but one. Any abstentions?
Sorry, I didn't take a first and a second. Can I just take for the record a first and a second?
Councillor sorry, councillor Ackworth.
Same again, yeah, okay. Sorry to interrupt, yeah, to the vote.
Against? Any abstentions? One abstention.
Thank you, Chair.
3 is the petty cash following on, 100% staple.
So you have the petty cash there, and this action also covers the list of payments to be made, which we hand out on the evening, so it goes right up until today. So I'll just hand these out also for you. Stephen, you can pass those round, is that okay? So they're the list of payments that have been handed out. Please bear in mind that obviously these are from the 17th of July all the way up to the 11th of September. So there's quite a few on there, and some that are retrospective for that reason.
Where are we putting the shutters? The shutters are going up the strata building. Yeah.
Councillor Sherwood.
Jim, could I just ask, does the fundraising costs include some kind of deposits? Was it the first payment or something?
It was the way that the contract was set up, it was 3 plus, and then the rest of the term, that's why that one's higher. We do have some queries around the transfer of the van that are ongoing at the moment, and they come out, if you can see, they're known as Vanarama, Autorama and Toyota. So yeah, that's part of the same.
Thanks very much.
Councillor Parker, did you have the answer? Sorry.
Oh, are we on to the cash book at the moment? We got there. Last page. Page, yeah. I'm just looking on page 209, Ryan Stationery.
29093. Yeah.
We've got an amount of 43.18. And the VAT is down as 33 pence.
Oh yeah, and the VAT one. There's definitely something
You're
wrong
an
with
eagle like
the VAT.
VAT spotter, aren't you?
I love it when
I've
Stephen
been
checks
50
these.
years,
Yes.
well, 49.
It's brilliant, I know. It's
Don't make
like
yourself
On this payments to be made up to 11th of September, can I just ask this Public Works loan repayment, Carbridge Pavilion, 6,357.95. Can I just ask how often, and it's, is that the end of that, or are we paying that on an ongoing basis?
Sorry, where else are we?
I'm on this list of, are we supposed to be discussing this
Yeah.
list that you gave out?
Yes.
Yes, so it's on the front and it's towards is the second one up from the first section, if you see, PWLB loan repayment. So that's, I presume that's Public Works loan, whatever, repayment. Carbridge Pavilion, and it says £6,357.95. Is that something, is that a one-off? Is that what we regularly pay? And if so, how often do we pay?
And that's that.
Thank
It's
you.
the loan on the Carbridge Pavilion building. It's paid twice yearly, and the interest decreases, so it is ongoing because it's a loan, but that payment will become lower and lower over time because of the way that the interest is loaded.
Do you happen to know, and I realise you might not know coming to this meeting, so how much is left on it?
In terms of figure,
The loan.
sum of money or number of years?
Well, if you know both, or if you know either, I mean, I'm just trying to inform myself, so any knowledge on that
I
is
don't have it to
additional.
hand, but I do have it at my desk because I looked into it recently.
Oh, do you?
So
Do
I
you
can
know about
share that as part of an update with the VAT
Yeah.
and queries.
Yeah.
Could you? So
Like I
this is
do,
twice yearly. There's one other that I wanted to ask, and this is on the back. It's the third one from the last. And it's information really. Metamedia RFO services, so that's presumably regional, responsible financial officer services, and that's £960. Can I ask whether that's a regular payment or what that was for, and just something about it, please.
Yeah. So this is what went through the council recently. It's the RFO services basically. It is a monthly payment, and it is the equivalent of hiring an RFO position. So it's cost neutral to us.
Can I then just ask for clarification? And
Responsible financial officer.
I know what responsible financial officer is, but this could be my lack of knowledge. I thought we'd passed through. This is a huge job. I don't know how anybody can walk into and be expected to know everything. So I'm not saying we should, but I thought we had said that Jenna's post would also include the regional fund. Is that not the case? I'm not saying we did. I'm asking for information.
No, that's not quite how it was set up. It's
All right.
it's on a 6-month period, and then it'll be reviewed again. Although the previous clerk was the clerk and the RFO, that's not the recruitment that I was recruited on. However, temporarily for a 6-month period, I am the named RFO, so I do some elements of that role with the support of the RFO services, and like I said, it's going to be reviewed. I think it's 3 or 4 months' time now, isn't it?
Thank you. That gives me some information. Thank you.
Okay, so can I take a proposer to accept these minutes proposed by Councillor Cook, seconded by Councillor Assurance? All those in favour? Against? Abstention? One abstention. And can I say, Chair, thank you very much for preparing these. I know starting the job's difficult enough, but getting your head around all this as well.
I think for all of
Difficult
us.
circumstances. It's very thorough. I know there's maybe 1 or 2 things to question, but thank you very much for
I think that would
work
go
and
for all
putting
of
into
us.
it.
Gemma, I think that would go for all of us.
Right, so policies and procedures, item 10 on the agenda. 10.1 to review and decide a course of action on resubmitted freedom of information requests from January to March 2023.
Could you have a bit of an explanation of that,
I'm
please?
happy to do that, Chair.
Thank you.
Let's give the explanation.
Yeah.
The update, yeah. So, as being posted to the role from May onwards, I'm aware that in February, March, earlier this year, there were some freedom of information requests that were reviewed, and at the time, due to resourcing and excessiveness, they were put on hold. Since joining the council, they have been resubmitted to me for further review. So that's what this action is about. There are currently 6 that have been resubmitted. So I've popped it onto the agenda so that we can re-review when to reopen them. What I would also like to add is that there is some training that's upcoming, Chair, on Wednesday, freedom of information, and we've got a freedom of information panel in place. So with their support also. And then second to that, as part of the committee agenda meeting for FNGP on the 25th, we are also looking at reviewing the actual freedom of information agreement and policy. So there are things that are going on in the coming months to consider with this agenda item.
You said February and
Councillor.
March. Sorry, may I ask for clarification? You said February and March.
Sorry,
I believe there's
January
one
to
from...
March.
Thank you.
Sorry, it's written there.
Yeah.
Councillor Balfour.
Yeah, and as Gemma said, there's some training coming up on Wednesday, isn't it?
It is.
And can I suggest that we don't take a decision on course of action with regard to those outstanding freedom of information requests now, because there may be information from the training that would help us to work out how to deal with them. So I'd like to propose that these are,
Deferred till after the training.
yes, deferred until after the training.
We can't do that.
No.
The Information Commissioner's Office do not allow any freedom of information request unless it meets the vexatious and various other criteria, has to be replied to within 20 days. We don't have an option not to do so. So we can't delay, because they should have been answered between January and March. There was no reason, there was no lawful process by which they could not be answered at that time. So therefore, if somebody's resubmitted it, we're all liable as councillors for that being responded to. And that's Information Commissioner's Office.
Could we not...
I was just going to add that they're not new. They are, like I say, they've been sent over with the original dates in place with no amendments to them.
Right.
So they are already outside of process, and I've been speaking to the ICO around that and getting through the backlog of them. So the intention is to action these. It's just that with me being new to the council,